So we're just coming down seated, and just when the idea of sitting on a couple of bricks is just to take the hips a little bit higher than the knees. So when you're sitting at your desk, you can do the same thing if you've got a flat chair, thinking of just popping, folding a pillow in half and just having a little angle. This will just mean that you've got that natural curve in the spine. So we're going to start here. Start practicing on the mat what we can then really practice in our lives. We may spend 5 minutes sitting in our yoga, and we may spend 5 hours sitting at our desk. So kind of having to kind of balance up or take what we learn is why we're here. Finding your root on the earth, just allowing your thighs and your hips to drop away. Often when we cease or when we come seated, we still hold intention in the upper legs. Take a deep breath in, almost feeling the length of the spine moving up from the root to the crown. And as we do so, just gently easing the chest open to draw the shoulder blades back in the back body. And there's no overreaching here. It maybe just feels like you've just re-engaged your posture. It shouldn't feel like you're taking a back bend. Let the palms face up so the wrists are soft on the knees. And you can just gently think of opening the elbow wells. And this may be a tiny wee micro movement. And as we open the elbow wells, we can feel the shoulders again drawing a little bit closer and a little bit lower down the spine. Keep the neck long. And as we inhale, think of the energy, the breath, the prana, if you will, drawing up from the root, all the way up the spine, the belly, into the heart, the chest, the throat, the third eye, and into the crown. Exhale. And this downward, outward breath, getting rid of waste. Breathing everything away. Every vibrating atom of your body is creating waste. And as we breathe, as we draw down, as we breathe out, we are eliminating some of it. This is the feminine breath, the apana. Inhale, masculine, solar breath. Exhale, feminine, gentler, lunar breath. Feeling the balance between the two. Maybe just beginning to close the mouth, just letting the lips settle on top of each other. Going to engage through Ujjayi breath here. So we're going to think of the sound of the ocean in the back of the throat. So the sound becomes audible. We can use this to focus, particularly when poses we find challenge us. A couple more breaths of that Ujjayi breath here. The victorious breath is what Ujjayi means. And this means not victorious over getting our postures perfect, but being victorious over the mind. Find yourself present in your practice. Put on hold anything that isn't diverting your attention to the breath. And then as we inhale, draw the arms forward, keeping the palms up. Draw in through Uddiyana and Mula Bandha, and gently easing forward, keeping the sit bones down. Just drawing the hands out in front of you in an act of surrender, an act of giving up, drawing out, and we bow down. Letting the third eye come towards the floor, not necessarily on it. Offer up anything you don't need, any thoughts, any emotion, any pain that you may have, anything in your life that you really Don't want to have time for let it go here. We're going to start the practice letting go today. And then as we inhale, draw the hands all the way back. Take your left hand, I'm just going to remove my little cushion. Oh, it's so nice and warm. I'm going to take my left hand underneath the buttocks, but try not to put them on the sit bones. Reach the right hand out to the side, and then take the right hand all the way over the left ear, and just gently ease. So draw the chin down a little bit. So try not to lift the chin. Draw the chin gently down, gently easing through the trapezium. So the big muscle at the back. Inhale, really reach into the crown of the head. Exhale, we draw the ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, lift. And exhale. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, holding it here. We're going to then release the hand from underneath the bottom and then extend the hand along with the fingers just a little bit lower than the shoulder. Nice. From here, I want you to imagine there's a balloon underneath that extended left arm. And as we inhale, we're blowing up the balloon. As we exhale, the balloon gently floats away. Push those left fingers away. Feel the stretch in the arms. Pull this up through Uddiyana Bandha and squeeze the sit bones into the air. And then as we inhale, slowly take your right hand around to the right ear and just ease the head all the way up. Bring the arm down, and this time sit the right hand underneath the buttocks, but not on the sit bones because it will hurt. Lift the left hand all the way up. Take your hand all the way over. Drop the chin ever so gently, easing over. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Draw up through the belly, moving the spinal column off the hips, off the pelvis. One more breath. Exhale. And then slowly keeping the head here, reach the right hand out, just drawing it out underneath the shoulder. Imagine that balloon under the right armpit. Inhale. Breathing into that balloon, letting it be buoyant, and just stay under the arm, lifting and stretching as you push the right fingers away. And then as we inhale, slide the hand all the way around, lifting the head all the way back to center. Lovely. Bring both arms up to the sky. And as we exhale, take your left hand around the right wrist. Twist and squeeze the hand, the flesh of the wrist down. And then very slowly take 3 rotations one way and 3 rotations the other way with the wrist. Nice. Reach the arms all the way up again. Draw in through the navel. Draw the shoulders down the back. And then take your hand on the other side. Reach up, and as we exhale, ease the skin, the fascia underneath. Take your hand into a tight fist and really feel that. Maybe you've got tension from riding your bike or being at your desk or whatever you've been doing, walking on your hands, whatever you've been doing. Take those lovely wrist exercises. Nice. And then slowly reach the arms all the way up. Folding forwards, come up onto the hands and the knees. And extend that right leg out behind you. Making sure you're dropping that right hip bone down to the floor. So don't be tempted to lift up the right bum cheek. Push the right leg away and extend the left hand out. Pull up through the belly. And as we exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest. And inhale it away. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Squeeze the navel in. Inhale it away. Exhale, knee in towards the chest. Lovely. Take your left hand down. Step that right foot forward, rise all the way up. Inhale, take the palms up towards the sky. You might want to put great padding underneath your knee. You're already one step ahead of me. From here, we're going to drop forward, keeping the spine long. Lift the heart and the chest rather than thinking of collapsing here. Lift the heart long. Lift the heart and the chest. Exhale, come back to normal. Inhale, come forward as much as you dare, keeping the heel down. Exhale, come back. Nice, good. Maybe you find you want to walk that foot a little bit further forward. We're going to draw that foot down a little more. And then Slowly begin to rotate that knee and bring in the hands onto that knee. You're going to find some circles in the hips. Now I'm not stirring with the knee, I'm stirring from the hip, but the knee is moving too. Lovely way of breaking down any stiffness. Take it the other way. Slow and steady movements. Nice. And then slowly walk that foot out a little further. Breathe deeply into it, just kind of settle in the body, and then find those rotations again. Nice. Now I want you to listen to and honor your body here, because we're going to go a little bit deeper. We're going to rotate it the other way first, so reverse your stirring. But in a moment we're going to take it deeper, but feel your body and know when it's time to stop. Don't feel the need to take it out further just because I said so. So from here we're going to walk the foot further still. I'm just going to scoot back because I've misaligned myself on the mat. Scooting back further still. Again, so now the foot is not anywhere near the knee. Going to take even more circles. So I'm beginning to feel this now. I can feel this. It's a comfortable, uncomfortable stretch of the quad and the hamstrings, of both the right and the left leg. Nice. And then from here, reach the left hand up to the sky. And I want you to imagine you're on the tube train. There's one of those like loopy handles, and you have to reach up to find it. And then you hold on to it and make a fist with a hand again. Rotate through the wrist. And then inhale, reach up again. Exhale. Try and push into that left hip. So with this is my right hip. You can't tell if I'm wearing all black. I'm just a ninja. So I'm going to push into the knee that's backwards. Push into the hip. As we reach up and we make a little side bend here. So beginning to work the psoas and the lats. And then as we exhale, bring both hands down and step back into your cat-cow, your tabletop, sorry. And then you may just want to just do what feels natural with your body. You sway, you twist, you turn into your animal self, and you do whatever you need to do to ease that stretch. Nice. Let's take a couple of cat-cows while we're here, why not? As we inhale to rock the chest. Nice, thinking of drawing the chest to the floor, we can lift the gauge gently here. The tailbone sorts itself out, taking itself away. And as we exhale, think of pushing into the thoracic spine. So the space right in the middle of your shoulder blades. Draw up through the navel, look to the navel if you feel like you'd want to. And then inhale, draw the chest back. So we're really leading this with the shoulders today rather than the tailbone. I always find that when I lead with the shoulders, I actually get much more movement out of the spine. You might find it different. Pop on up again with your exhale breath. And then find your neutral spine quite gently. And just begin to float here. Remember that sacrum and the pelvis. Kind of there's three pieces here. There's the left side, the right side of the pelvis, and your sacrum. And each of them are floating in this liquid, there's synovial fluid, there's all this hydrostatic charge, positive and negatively charged fluid. So the bones float within the body. So rather than being stacked or being arched like an architecture, think of it more like a, I don't know, like an architecture covered in jelly, like a, it's got this freedom within it. It's still very solid. The bones are still solid, but they've got this movement that we forget because we think of it as solid and structured and hardcore. So we can find this softness even though the poses are a little bit hardcore today. Let's extend that left leg this time. Flex the foot, and if you've lifted the booty up high, we're going to remember to draw the hip down so the sit bones are together, not lifted, the left leg lifted. Extend your right arm. Draw the navel in. Exhale, knee to nose. Draw the fist in too. And inhale, draw that out. Exhale, draw it in. Maybe finding that Ujjayi breath, inhale it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, take it away. Now let's bring the right hand down, step the left foot forward where that left hand is. Rise up, lift all the way up. Draw the palms into Kali Sod, and as we exhale, dropping the hips as far as we can. Inhale, come up to straighten, lift the spinal column off the pelvis, drop it forward. You can even gently squeeze into that back toe a little bit if that feels good. Just begin to awaken the back leg by a little pointing of the foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring it all the way down, and then bring the hands slowly onto the knee, and we'll begin to stir our knees, our hips, just noticing the difference this side to the other. So we're really we're working a different way today. I mean, this is a really lovely way, especially if we do a lot of sport, to kind of just, rather than make shapes on the mat, to really think of caring for your body. Let's reverse it. I mean, it's always so lovely to make these yoga shapes, but often, not only does it become repetitive, which is kind of part of the joy, but we can find that we can become a lot deeper when we actually work into the fascial body. Let's walk the foot forward. Find that moment, that little edge, and then begin to rotate. Maybe you want to find that Ujjayi breath if already, like I can feel, this is becoming a little bit of a challenge. Let's take it the other way. And then maybe if you want to, you can walk the foot even further, taking the hips. And this is something that we're doing in maybe 2 minutes, but you could stay here for at least 10 and work on this in your own time and notice the difference. You'll walk like a supermodel afterwards. Let's lift that right arm up this time. Take hold of your handle and squeeze the fist, rotate the fist both ways. Inhale, lift up, draw up through the core, lifting upwards. Exhale. And then inhale, lift the final time. Maybe we find a little easier, a natural arch, a natural side bend. And then as we exhale, bring the hands down, protect the knees, the hips as we come back. And again, find that sacral little stretch here. Roll over the toes, push back into downward facing dog. We're going to move into a couple of sun salutations with those hips already open here. I'll be opening up the shoulders whilst we go. Let's walk the feet, Tinkerbell the feet to the heels of the hands, and then lower all the way down. Create some heat in my thighs, I can feel it already. Inhale, rise up, bending the knees as though we're coming into Utkatasana. Lifting the arms, straightening them up. Tuck your tailbone towards the heels. Pull up through the front belly. Nice. Draw the arms back to that natural back bend without any compression in the lower back. Exhale, come into Samasthiti. Just check your feet are grounded in the earth, feet parallel. You know, I'm a stickler for feet. That's because I have terrible feet that always go skew whiff whenever I'm not kind of totally on it. So I'm totally on it with our feet. Looking good there, Sarah. Let's inhale, lift up. Exhale, find that softness in the body as we lower head to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway. Draw your sit bones to your heels again to find that lovely straight back, pull into the crown of the head. Exhale, take the hands down, step or jump back into your plank. And squeeze the shoulder blades back as we squeeze the glutes and lift the belly up. Nice, holding it here. Nice, let's push back into down dog. Just varying it up a little bit. Nice, inhale, pull the navel in. Exhale, push the sit bones away a little more. Spread the fingers, push into the outside edge of your little fingers. And then as we inhale, come forward into your plank. Nice, exhale, push back into your dog. Inhale, come forward into your plank. Bring the knees down, lower the body through gentle Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift and squeeze the shoulder blades back, come into baby cobra. Exhale, lower the chest to the earth. Tuck the tailbone under so you feel your hips coming forward like a counter nutation or a nutation of the hips. So the sit bones are coming back. You can feel your hip bones, your pubic bone on the earth. Inhale, lift up. Pubic bone is now back on the earth. Come up into your cobra a little higher. Roll over the toes. Push back into downward dog. Bend the knees. Almost to the floor. Inhale, straighten them. Push the tailbone high. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten them. Just check your feet, a hip distance apart, toes are spreading on the same parallel lines. Bend the knees. In and exhale. Lovely. Lift the right leg. So push the left heel away as you let the right leg float up behind you, however high it comes. And then as we exhale, the hips are open. Draw the right foot to the left bum cheek. Try to square off the shoulders here. Look forward. And as we inhale, step that right foot forward between the hands. Take a nice deep runner's lunge, maybe picking up your bricks here as we start to ease that left leg further and further back. Just notice the toe and the heel, so the ball of the foot is active and we're stretching through the heel. So the heel is quite significantly away from the big toes. Nice, let's put some movement in here. We're rocking forward and backwards. And then let's draw that left knee back as far as we can. Draw the knee to the earth, protect it if you need to. You can keep your hand onto the left brick, or you can take it to the floor and reach up your right hand to the floor. Left hand, left brick, right hand to the earth. Nice. Reach that right hand all the way back, finding that movement in the shoulder. So we're not coming back with the shoulder forward. We're going to lift and open, just like we did when we were in Anjaneyasana. Pick up the back foot if the knee allows. Nice. Push the foot away. Or you can draw the foot towards the bum cheek. So pushing the foot away is extending through the shoulders. Drawing the heel to the bum cheek, you can feel that in your left quadriceps. And then as we exhale, let go of the foot. Don't let it catapult away. Bring your right hand and your left hand onto the brick and take a long step forward to fold forward, drawing the hands around the backs of the knees. And then as we inhale, rise all the way up, lifting the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands back into your heart center. Inhale, rise. Draw the tailbone down. Drawing the tailbone down at one end, lifts at the other end, that then ripples through into the chest, into the heart. We almost create a back bend without doing anything, just with good posture. And then as we exhale, we're going to come back into Utkatasana. Nice. Inhale, rotate the shoulders, just rotate the shoulder joint rather than the shoulder blades. Let the hands come back, squeeze them high. And as we inhale, bring them forward. Drop the bum a little lower. Good. Inhale, take them back. Exhale, bring them forward. Good. Exhale, take them back. Inhale, bring them forward. Lower the hands to the earth. Take hold of the two big toes, two peace fingers around the big toes. And so the fingers come in, so they slot in like little letterboxes between the big toe and the second toe. Tuck the fingers underneath so that the knuckle joints touch the edge of the second toe and the fingernails of both fingers are looking towards each other into the center of the foot. Inhale, pull the navel and lift the heart and the chest. Draw your sit bones down to the heels. Open the heart. And then as we exhale, draw your elbows 90 degrees to the body as we fold that down. Inhale, lift, pull up through Uddiyana. Exhale, take it down. Release the hands, rise all the way up to the earth. No, to the sky. The feet are still on the earth though. We're not doing any flotation yet. Exhale, lower all the way down. Just removing the bricks. Come up halfway in your in-breath. Exhale, step or jump back into your plank. Exhale, push back to dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Squeeze the belly up, rotate the shoulders back. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale into your plank. Lift the glutes, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, push back to dog. Inhale, come back to plank. This time lower through full chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your up dog. Exhale, lower the belly to the earth. Oh, sorry, I'm eating my own hair. And presuming that your small of your back feels good so far, we're just going to take the up dog a little bit higher. So if it doesn't feel good, we're not going to do it. We're going to stay with our hands on the floor, not on the bricks. Take your bricks just under armpit level. And then from here, we're going to lift up onto the tops of the feet. If that doesn't feel good, take your knees first, round through the shoulders, and then lift onto the tops of the feet. Making sure there's a slight bend in the elbows and the shoulder blades are peeling back. Exhale, roll over the toes, push back into downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, come all the way forward into your plank. Lower through chaturanga, which means the chest can come really low because of the bricks. And then as we inhale, scoop up into up dog or knees down into cobra. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Bring the right foot forward between the hands. Take your bricks away. Keep the left foot quite deep. Straighten off the hips. Reach the arms up to the sky. Taking Kali Sword Mudra. Just making sure you're in a nice, comfortable stance. Nice. Draw in through the belly. So tuck the tailbone under ever so slightly. As we exhale, straighten in the torso. We're going to edge the spine out of the sacrum, out of the pelvis. Hold it in our Arjuna's arrow. Nice. As we inhale, lift all the way up, drop the knee. Take the arms backwards. If there's any compression in the lower spine, just come a little bit further forward. Thinking of lifting the heart and the chest. Inhale to come forward. Nice. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, come all the way forward. Step both feet forward to the front of the mat. Come up halfway. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, rise all the way. Exhale, bring the hands into the heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back into your plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, your up dog or cobra. Beautiful. Exhale, push back downward facing up. Lift the right leg up behind you. Draw the right heel over towards the left buttock. Holding it here, push and open. And then bring the right foot forward between the hands. Come back with that runner's lunge on the other side. Rock it through. Nice. Take hold of your bricks. Just gives you a little length in the spine, which means that we're not rounding through the spine, but we're from the coccyx to the crown is nice and long. You can take that foot back, ease it further back if that feels good. If not, just rocking through the ball of the foot, really waking up the feet, looking after the feet. Nice. Draw that left knee down as far as you dare to go. Have I done this the wrong way? Yes, I have. Maybe I've done this the wrong way. Don't worry, I'll figure something out. I'm going to rise all the way up. So pop the back foot in a little bit. We're going to rise up it into Anjaneyasana on this side. We can do this little part of the sequence. Exhale, drop the knees. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, take it back. Come all the way forward. Inhale, reach a little further. Exhale, push the back heel away. Inhale, take it all the way back. Step both hands down onto your bricks. Come down into plank a little higher. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. So there's a retraction of the shoulders there. Pull the belly in. Exhale, lower the body to the earth. Hover in chaturanga. Inhale, come up into cobra or up dog. Tops of the feet supporting you. Exhale, push back down. Just taking the bricks aside, lift the left leg up to the sky, easing that left leg back as high as you can. Bring the left foot towards the right bum, or bum cheek, and then step that left foot forward between the hands, taking that runner's lunge, stretching it through as far as you can. Draw the left knee down, draw the right hand down, lift the left hand up to the sky. Nice, easing that through. So you may find that you're really open in the hips. We're going to find that opening in the shoulders. So lift the chest. And as we lift the chest, we find that rotation in the left arm. Maybe picking up the back foot. And yogi's choice to stretch the quads or to stretch the shoulders. So if you're pushing the foot away, stretch your shoulders. If you're pulling the heel to the bum, we're working through those right quads. Final Ujjayi breath here. And then as we exhale, let that leg come all the way down. Bring the hand forward, draw the left foot in, pick up the back knee, step all the way forward to the front of the mat. Take the hands over the backs of the knees, hold on to the opposite elbows, feet hip distance apart, draw the navel in, and then walking your hands towards the triceps. Fold the body down, folding yourself in two. Pull the belly in so we can find that space for the chest and the thighs to hang out as they do on a Tuesday night. And then as we inhale, drop the wrists to the earth. Let the head become floppy and then rise all the way up, lifting the arms all the way up into a little ragdoll motion. Bring the hands back into your heart center. Nice. Let's working through the glutes a little bit. So we're going to I'm going to come to the side to show you. So we're going to come to the side, we're going to bring the feet hip distance apart, and then step your right foot onto the toes, just like we did into when we were on in our upward facing dog. Because we're going to come into Utkatasana, so we kind of come into chair pose. I'm also going to come to the side. Because I want you to step, so come onto the toes, you can use the ball of the toe. I want you to come into chair pose, but start to engage through your medial glutes. So extend the arms forward and then pick up that foot. And we're going to lower the body down. So if you're feeling it in your thighs, so Sarah, take your bum further back. Nice. And don't worry if you need to bring your foot down, even though it's just hover it over the floor. Inhale, rise up. Okay, let's take that the other side. So first of all, really think we're going to do it twice on each side. You're going to love me tomorrow. So first of all, think of spreading the toes of the right foot. Draw the navel in, shoulder blades are soft. And then as we exhale, you can either use the foot to balance or start to bring the foot up as we drop through. There's a lot of wobbling going on and that's fine. I'm going to think of drawing the foot solid on the earth, pushing through the center of the foot. Holding it here, inhale, find that Ujjayi. Exhale. And then inhale, come all the way up. Come into normal Utkatasana. It seems really easy. Okay, so from normal Utkatasana, just bring the hands to the heart for a moment. Pick up your right foot again, and then push the bottom back. Lower it to the earth, spread the left toes even more. Extend the arms out, navel away from the belly. Navel away from the thigh, can't move away from the belly. Hold it for as long as you can. And then inhale, lift up. Whoa. Hopefully you can feel your glutes. Let's do it other side. Come into Utkatasana this time. Quite a low Utkatasana. Spread the right toes and then take your left leg away. Push back so we feel that we're moving away from the quad and into the glute. And then inhale, come all the way up, take the arms to the sky. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back to your plank. We're going to twist on the side. We'll reach the right hand up, take a modification with the knee down if you're finding it too much on the shoulders. Full side plank. Nice. And then maybe you want to slide your leg up to the thigh or onto the shin, not the knee, to make a side with a felled tree. Push up into the hips and draw the right arm across the body. All the way over. Nice. Extend the leg and the arm. Both arms and legs straight. Come over into your normal plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, rise up into your up dog. Phew. Exhale, push back, down dog. Let's take a little breather here. As we find our dog, push the fingers away from each other. Press into the outside edges of the fingers, drawing that up through the arms. Navel pulls in, drawing the heels, easing them gently back. Draw the belly in and then thinking of a piece of string connected to your belly button and then through the crown of the head via the shoulder blades. And somebody starts to pull the crown of the head and we feel the shoulder blades moving forward as we're coming forward into our plank pose. Retract the shoulders, pull the navel in, squeeze the glutes. Let's hold it here for a moment. And then stack the feet. Take this on the other side into your side plank. Push the right hip away, push the left ribs away. And if you want to, you can maybe hold on to the left ankle and take the left ankle onto the thigh or the shin, and then draw the arm all the way over. Find your Ujjayi breath. Squeeze the right glute. Maybe lift the arm and the leg. Hang out here, having a lovely time. And then slowly come all the way back. Lower through chaturanga. Scoop it up. Wish you'd started to watch that new horror thing on the TV instead. Push back, down dog. Nice. We're going to bend the left knee, bring the left foot forward. Nice. Spring off the back foot, taking that right leg nice and high. And then as we inhale, we can either take our bricks to come into a balance, draw the foot down and make sure your hips not lifted. So we're trying to straighten through the glutes. Good. Pull into the heart, the chest and the belly. And again, just be careful that you're not locking up the joint to the supporting knee. Push into the heel, the toes. And then when you feel that you're equally balanced to the legs, pull up through your core, through your Uddiyana Bandha. Lift that into the heart, into the crown. Keep the leg extended. And thinking of dropping the shoulders so the shoulders and the heels are somewhat in line. If you want to extend the arms backwards, sometimes that's really nice for balance. If you want a little challenge, bring the arms all the way forward into your warrior three pose. And then as we exhale, step the right heel back. Let the arms flow. Bend the front knee into warrior two. Inhale, lift up into your exalted warrior. Drop the front knee. Take your left hand, left elbow onto the left thigh, and then the right hand comes all the way up. Drop deep here in the hips. Take your side angle pose, Parkes-McQueen. Nice. Straighten the back leg. And then as we exhale, come all the way back up to warrior two, invert it into our exalted, so Suriname warrior. Draw the right ribs towards the sky. Drop the knee a little deeper. Inhale, windmill the hands all the way to the front foot. Slide the feet away as much as you can. Both feet, deep, deep runner's lunge. With this time the front knee and the ankle not in line. Nice. Left foot forward, right knee back. Draw the right knee down. Draw the right hand to the side, lift the left hand up, stacking through the shoulders. Nice. Maybe picking up the foot once again, and then if you can, maybe finding your brick, bringing it near and lifting up the heart and the chest. Draw the foot down. Nice, and then slide the foot in a little bit. It'll be a bit tricky, lovely. Reach the left arm back, the right arm forward. Tuck under the toes, draw that up through the middle, pick the back knee off the floor, and then stretch through the fingers. Draw the navel in and find that midway twist. Draw the heel all the way down, come into warrior two again. Nice. Spin the hands down, step back into downward dog. Inhale, ripple all the way forward into the plank. Draw the hips all the way down, come into your up dog. Exhale, lower the body to the earth. Nice. Pick up the knees. Reach the hands onto the ankles, maybe both, maybe one. Nice. Drop the chin to the floor. Drop the knees to the floor. And if you can't hold the ankles, just let them go. And then from here, the next inhale breath, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together as you push your tailbone so I want you to push your hips to the floor, pull the belly in and let your chest come off the floor, but just by squeezing the shoulder blades in the back. So there's no effort to lift the front. The effort lies in squeezing the shoulder joints as your shoulder blades come towards each other. Inhale. Exhale, flex the feet, feel the feet and the hands with this connection. And as we inhale again, push the feet towards the sky, drawing the thighs towards the earth. And then exhale, come all the way down. Just let the feet windscreen wipe either side. Nice. Draw the feet all the way down, push back up into plank and then downward facing dog. Lift the right leg high. Bring the right foot forwards between the hands. Taking that deep runner's lunge. Nice. Stepping it through. Take it a little further. Nice. Step the left foot all the way to the front. So we're going to use the lovely calf on the hamstrings to find that lift. Nice. Take your bricks either side underneath the shoulders. Lift the left leg up behind you. Drop the left hip so the glutes are nice and solid. Lift the palms so that we're not dumping into those bricks. So rather than dumping down, we're lifting up. Pull the navel in. Lovely. Flex the toes towards the floor. Stay here on your bricks or bring the hands into the heart center. Extend through the crown. Or if you want to, take the arms back. Or maybe bring them forward. I've got my screen in the way. Yogi's choice. Spread through the toes. And then as we exhale, take that foot all the way back. Windmill the arms. Drop the knee and the ankle in line. Push into the outer edge of your back foot. Warrior two. Inhale into your exalted warrior. Drop a little deeper. Let the left shoulder find space. Inhale to warrior two again. Let the right arm take the right thigh. Lift that over, Parkes-McQueen. Push into the outside edge of that back foot. Inhale, warrior two to exalted. And as we exhale, windmill both hands down. Take a deep, deep lunge as far as you can go today. Nice. Take the front foot forward, the left foot back, slide it down and then bring the left knee down. Holding it here. Nice. Draw the back foot in a little. Reach the right hand to the sky. Lift the left foot, draw it in. Squeeze it to the glute this time. Sorry, that's the left foot with the right hand. It's getting lost away, carried away with this lovely music that I've got on in here. And then as we exhale, bring that hand down, straighten that right leg. Come up onto the heel, flex the foot, draw the toe to the sky. As we exhale, draw the belly to the thigh. Often this is taught and it's bring the head down to the knee. But what we don't want to do is we want to round the back. We want to keep that length. So lift the heart and the chest. Feel that length in your core as you drop that through. Maybe feeling that space between your ribs and your hip in the right corner of the right leg. The right corner of the body, if bodies have corners. Exhale, take that right foot back. Bring that left foot forward. Straighten the leg, pull the navel in. Exhale, take it down. And then as we inhale, we're slowly going to reach for some bricks. So we're going to take both our bricks and a blanket or cushions or whatever we can find. And this is, again, where we really have to listen to the body. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to walk, keep that left foot forward, walk and slide the right knee away, heel toe that left leg as far forward as you can. So I've come up high on my bricks. So you might need lots of bricks, people, animals, small dogs, excess sons that find themselves with nothing to do. They can just slip them underneath that left thigh. Nice. And then if you can, find something to hold onto. So thinking of Sarah drawing the bricks a little bit further forward so they're under the thigh rather than under, that's it, so they're a little bit further forward. And is there anything from the sofa that you can use? Okay, just as long as you're steady there. Nice, drop the back foot flat if you can. And then think of lifting up and out of this, either with the arms, or if this is too much, you can bring the hands to the side. Some of you might want to feel that you're holding onto something. You might even just want to hold onto the brick and find that lift here. Nice. Give me the thumbs up if you feel okay. Don't take, brilliant. Don't take my hands off the bricks, lovely. Inhale, lift. Draw the arms up if you dare to. If it's too much, bring your hands to your heart center again. In fact, let's stay there. And then lift up only if you feel the urge. And any of you that want to take it, we can reach forward. We can take the hands down and we can lower towards that front knee. Nice. Now, I'm not sure how stable you are because the joy of Zoom means that I'm not in the room, but because we're high, you may be able to pick up the back foot. Some of you are thinking not on your Nelly. And if that's the case, we take this as an opportunity to come all the way down. Pick up the back toe and, we're going to try that the other way. First of all, let's come back, windscreen, or just shake off the hips. Just moving the bricks aside for a moment. Again, maybe oscillating, maybe making figure eights with the hips. You probably feel this much more in your left glute or in the left sit bone. Bring the right foot forward. Now, if you know that you don't want to take this as deep, feel free just to take a deep runner's lunge instead. If you think you're a little bit more open on this side or you want to take extra pillows, take this moment to go and get yourself a blanket or a shoe or a rolled up bolsters are great, anything like that. Slide one leg away as we slide the other forward. Not having any preconceptions of where we are supposed to be. And then taking whatever you need to come down into your Hamma Manasana or monkey pose, the monkey god who did the splits while jumping from what is known as southern India to Sri Lanka. Is that right? Or is it Madagascar? Get confused with my geography. I think it's Sri Lanka. Nice. If you're comfortable here, think of scissoring the hips slightly. If you're just thinking about your legs, draw the energy, the breath into the legs. That will be enough. There's no need to think about drawing the right hip back, the left hip forward. These incremental movements that can be the difference between, feeling comfortable and pulling something. We don't want to ease into this. We don't want to pull anything. If you feel comfortable, lift the arms, maybe to the heart center, maybe above the chest. Noticing that we're starting to work the lower back as soon as we lift the arm. Fold it forward if you feel the urge. And then as we inhale, take the hands and we slide with style and grace. This is the hardest pose to get out of. And bring the knees in and the feet in. Nice. Step both feet forward to the front, lower the bottom down, just coming into a very deep knees bent forward fold. And then straighten the legs. Take the hands behind again and just fold yourself in two. Just be aware of where your hamstrings are, how they feel. Nice. Bend the knees. Bring the hands forward. Come up onto the balls of the feet, coming into a little yogi squat. Bring the knees together if you can. Take the hands onto the knees, push them away to straighten the spine. Tuck the navel in. If you feel like you need to take a brick underneath the heels for a little bit of a balance, feel free to take a little cheat option. It's not a cheat, it's getting the posture in the spine. That's totally fine. Take the arms out in front. Bring the hands into Anjali at the heart. And as we exhale, I'm going to take the brick away and bring the bottom down onto the earth. Now, if you feel comfortable on your sit bones in your lower back, I'm going to come into our boat pose. Squeeze the navel in, draw the shoulder blades back. Nice. As we exhale, lower the back onto the earth, lift the legs up to the sky. Draw the arms all the way back, making sure that your sacrum and your lower back are grounded on the floor. As we inhale, bend the knees, rock on up, lower, bring, so we just come on up with a little bit of momentum. Pull the arm, draw the toes in line with the knees, lift the arms up. Exhale, draw them wide. Inhale, bring them together. Exhale, arching through the back, lift the legs up to the sky. Take the arms wide and the legs wide. Maybe you can take the hands onto the inner calves or the inner thighs and open the legs. Maybe you feel that your hips are really open here. Nice. Draw the feet together. Draw the arms up, come back up into your boat. Lift the legs straight if you can. And then as we exhale, bend the knees, come all the way back. Take the arms out to the side. Inhale, lift up, come back into boat. Nice. As we exhale, draw the feet away. Bring the shoulders off the mat. Squeeze the belly in. To our canoe. Bring the hands together as we lower the body to the earth. Reach the arms above the head. Push into the heels. And then draw both feet just underneath the bottom and find a brick. Lovely. Just making sure that your hair or you haven't got anything underneath the neck. You're going to take a brick and just pop the brick in between the thighs. So just poking out a little bit in between the thighs. Nice. Just lift the shoulder blades, so use your elbows, lift the shoulder blades to draw the elbows properly down, and just gently slide the sit bones off the floor so that you can draw the whole of the sacrum down. Now squeeze the brick in between the legs, in between the thighs, and then as we inhale, push into the feet. As we push into the feet, excuse me, we can lift up through the heart, the chest, squeeze the glutes and the inner thighs together. Keep this lifted. Inhale to keep the hips high. Draw the chest higher. Draw the chest to the chin and lift the chin to the sky. Just make sure the shoulder blades are nice and balanced, so there's not any nipping behind the neck. And then if you want to, you might even have created space to draw your right shoulder blade underneath each other and the left shoulder blade underneath each other, and you can interlace the fingers. Squeeze the brick, keep squeezing. Lift the hips high, the bum's beginning to drop. And then as we exhale, unhook your right shoulder, your left shoulder, and then slowly draw the backbone, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down. Let go of the brick, take the brick to the side. Inhale, we're going to squeeze up again, imagining that brick is there between the thighs. Just heel toe the left foot slightly into the center. Lift the heart and the chest again. We can squeeze the glutes, but we're also definitely squeezing the inner thighs. And then lift the right leg to the sky. Lift up, so we're kind of pushing the heel, the toe to the sky. Lifting up. You can hold the corners of your mat or press the arms down, pull the navel in, squeeze the glutes. And as we exhale, draw your thighs parallel, keeping that right leg lifted and straight. Hold it here. Exhale, bring that foot down. Lower the spine all the way down. Nice. Let's go again, this time for the other side, lifting the left leg. First of all, we took the tailbone under, push into the four corners of the feet. Inhale, lift, squeeze. Thinking of the inner thighs rotating in, lift a little higher. Press down into the forearms, into the hands, but don't overdo it with the jaw. Lift the left leg to the sky, point the toes. Now back off a little bit from the upper body. Try and keep the tautness, but with the strength, without the tension. Lift a little higher. Exhale, leg becomes parallel with the right leg. Keep lifting. Push into the right foot. Point the left toe. Find that Ujjayi breath. And then as we exhale, bring the left foot down. Lift the hips even higher. Exhale. Open up the shoulder blades. So squeeze the belly towards the floor as we lower down. Top of the back first. Coming down vertebra by vertebra until we find the whole of the sacrum body. Push the hips forward. Nice. Feel how that moves the back of your head. Push the hips backwards, flattening that arch. And again, feel how that's moving through the back of your head. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, take it back. And then this one's for you, Sarah, because you showed me this years ago. You're going to start to move through the corners of the right hip, and then the right rib, and then the left rib, and then the left hip. As though we're drawing a little square with the sacrum. So we're thinking about the four corners of the hips and the ribs, and then using the sacrum to define that square. And then take it the other way. Drawing the navel in ever so slightly. Lovely. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Hold the hands around the shins. Peel the head and the shoulders up. And then wrap your right hand around your right knee, holding on to the left calf so it comes all the way around. Draw the head and shoulders down and extend that left hand. And then let your elbow hook and leave the right knee as we then take both knees over to the right. The right hand's still on top of the left knee or the side of the knee. And we look to the left hand, squeezing both legs over to that right hand side. And you've got this right hand pushing down on the outside edge of the left thigh or the left knee. And this may be enough. If you wanted to, you can straighten both legs out and maybe take that right hand and hold on to the left foot or even the right foot, or take hold of both big toes as you draw the navel in and let that left shoulder come down towards the air. Inhale, bring the left leg all the way up, bring the right leg all the way up. Now squeeze both knees down. Exhale, peel the head and the shoulders up. Both hands around the shins. And then wrap in both hands, both knees with the left hand. Draw your right arm down. And then peel the head and the shoulders back. Again, draw, keeping the hold. You can kind of take your fingers underneath the little knee, under the knee hinge. And we're going to draw, easing them down. So we can really feel the stretch along this IT band, along the sides of the glutes. Looking towards the right hand, putting a little pressure on the left hand. And then if you want to, from here, you can straighten both legs, maybe bringing the toes up towards that extended left hand, making sure that the right shoulder stays solid on the earth. Inhale, come all the way up. Just maybe making some little rotations with the knees. And then we're going to slide the legs to the four corners or to the two corners of the mat. Letting the arms open wide, just squeezing the glutes for a moment, just seeing if you've engaged them tonight, and then let the glutes go. Lift up the right hand towards the sky, and then let that right arm up. Letting the shoulder blade completely open on the earth. Doing the same with the left hand, the left arm. Coming down into Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Let your thoughts drift. Let go of any doubt. Knowing that we are really in control of very little. So anything that you're trying to control right now, maybe think of it as a kite of which you've just about got hold of the strings on a windy day. And maybe just let go of the strings. And just watch that kite drift away in the storm, knowing there's nothing we can do about it. Just watch it look pretty as it disappears into the distance. Let go of the feet and the shoulders. Let go of the knees and the thighs and the buttocks. Let the belly and the throat drop. And let the eyes sink into the skull. Draw your whole body down to the earth. And just remind yourself of all that is. As we just allow ourselves to drift, to float, to be. And my quote for you tonight comes from Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow, and learn as if you were to live forever." Let's take a deep breath in together. And exhale together. Sigh the breath away. Feeling this yoga in your body. Begin to move the fingers and the toes. Draw the knees in towards the chest as you rotate the ankles. And then just rocking from side to side, letting the hips and the glutes and the sacrum release a little more. Before you rock on over to the right. And then when you're ready, come on up to a seated position at the front of the mat. Reach the arms to the sky. Just finding the sit bones solid. Take the palms up. Let the hands find Anjali. Let the thumbs come to the third eye, the lips, and the heart. And let's seal this practice with one round of the mantra on. Thank you so much for your practice this evening. Namaste.